I can hear you now. Good. How you doing? I have not seen Charlie yet. We're all waiting. Yeah, I think he dropped a knife and it kicked it back up and hit him in the ankle or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, DJ? Uh, I'm getting a comment that they can't hear you. Sir Lose Thyself says they can't hear you. I can hear you.
What about now, guys?
Can you hear him now?
I think that's better. I think I'm coming through now. Right, I'll start again. We have CryptoSmith coming up after the RTM stream. We usually do a stream for half an hour. We go through the RTM update for what's been happening in the week, and then we take some questions from the community. We answer pretty much everything as long as we've got time to. So we'll just get started. As many of you know, we were on the DJ Mines show the other day with Big Piggy heading up and keeping it real for Raptoreum, which was nice. We always have a great response from their community over there, and it's always good to get on there. It's a nice chilled atmosphere. And if you are watching DJ Mines, thanks for having us on, and we'll be back soon.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Charlie's here now with his how many screens you got, Charlie?
A few.
I need to turn you up a bit. You're on max, Charlie. I can barely hear you.
1 sec, I'll adjust my volume.
All right. Okay. Yeah, if anyone wants to check out DJ Mines' channel on YouTube and on Twitter, it's at DJ Mines on YouTube and at DJ Waters on Twitter. We've got some languages up, haven't we, Charlie?
Yeah, we're working on French and Spanish at the moment, and we'll have a few more coming, Chinese coming. They're kind of machine translated at the start to do, a chunk of the work, but since they're technical documents, we got to have people go through and fix them up. So it's kind of slow going, but it is happening.
So this is the doc site, Charlie, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, some translations are a bit iffy, aren't they, Charlie? But we're working on them. Okay, so Delgan and Sully. Now I know you two are watching this, right? But I'm not very happy. Delgan and Sully found a little issue in the Stacy wallet bot on Discord, whereas they sent some kind of futures transaction, which would then lock a wallet. But they knew that this happened. They knew that this was going to happen. So right before the last trivia night, they decided to lock my wallet. So what I did was I timed Sully out for a whole day, just to punish
I think
him.
he's still salty. He's still salty, I think.
Oh, is he
He's been
salty?
quiet.
Oh, is he?
He's been quiet. He's been quiet.
Yeah. Well, he deserves it. I might give him another day, actually. And Delgon was in on the crime as well. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do with Delgon yet, but we'll see about that. Have you got any suggestions, guys? What should we do with Delgon? Sherm? Charlie?
I don't know. Look for the community here. Anybody in chat? Kind of any good suggestions?
Someone say, Sherm, show us what's in the bag.
Can't do that. Not till tomorrow.
Time out. Chad's saying time out. Well, I timed out Sully. I could time out Delgon as well, but I thought we're doing something different with Delgon. I hadn't quite decided. Anyway, the issue that they were having fun with has now been patched by Tree, so we can all use Stacy with confidence with futures transactions. Charlie, what else we got, bro?
Give me a minute here. Let me have a look. I was trying to fix my mic. Does it sound any better?
Yeah, it does sound.
Yeah, it sounds better.
Yeah.
All right. Where are we at here? Yeah, I just finished upgrading the Explorer. As time has went on, we have more and more stuff that's using the API on our Explorer. More traffic. It gets a lot of traffic, actually, especially the API. Smart nodes. There's hundreds of smart nodes using it for health checks, some third-party wallets and all of that stuff. So we're having problems with it. Everything. We had 3 different nodes, and we split the load between 3 nodes, but they all had all parts of the Explorer, the web app, the Redis server, and Raptoreum D running on it, and it was just too much for them. Raptoreum D was the weak link. It was getting overwhelmed with requests. So I've set up a couple of different clusters now, and each cluster has a couple of different Raptoreum D nodes on it and a load balancer in between, and it splits the traffic, the requests from each Explorer node across the Raptoreum nodes. And that's looking a lot better. It's a lot quicker, it's more stable, so it should be better for everybody.
Awesome. And you've been doing some things on GhostPress, Charlie, right?
Yeah, GhostPress is still rolling along. We're focusing right now on the alternative kind of authentication method. The first one we kind of implemented was just using signing. You needed to sign to be able to, like as a second layer of authentication or to verify your account. But now Tree come up with another idea that's a little bit even more secure and a bit more automated using bit 39 and 44. That's kind of a lot to explain right now. I'm still trying to get my head around it. It's more secure anyways, and we're working on implementing that. So it's going to be a great option rather than doing the traditional 2FA. Because it doesn't suffer from the same problems, and it's cool because it uses Raptoreum, so it's even better.
Awesome stuff, Charlie. Nando's diaper leaked again. He leaked multi-asseted DevNet wallet where he can send time locked and block locked assets This is pretty cool because it allows, you know, staggered releases of assets from creators and artists on marketplaces and things like that, keeping their communities engaged by, you know, dropping them via like a drip feed sort of way rather than all at once like some of the platforms currently do. This, I suppose, this is going to improve the longevity of an NFT project by you know, keeping the community engaged in other ways using that use case. Obviously, there's other use cases as well, but this is one that's currently exciting me. I will actually show the video of Nando doing that. You won't be able to see it on the stream, guys, on the Discord, but everyone at home will be able to watch it. There we go. So here he's selecting the asset that he requires, they're currently just numbered. Then he's choosing an address. And then he pastes the address into the pay to section. And he selects future, selects the lock time, and then sends. All good. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. It's pretty cool stuff that he shared with us the other day. We tend to get most of our leaks on the voice chat. So, you know, me and Sherm hang around on the voice chat. Nando will just pop on and then share his screen, and we're like screen recording it as fast as we can. So yeah, it's all good, and big thanks to Nando for all the hard work he's doing for the project and all the other developers and everything else that goes along with the project as well. Okay, we are in talks with two largest NFT and game developers looking at potential future collaboration. This was these links were gained through the last event that we did with W3ST and some of the panels that we did over there. What's Piggy up to, Charlie?
Right at this moment, I'm not too sure. I know he's pretty busy right now running around.
Well, yeah, well, he's got the newborn on the way.
Yeah, it sounds like the little one's coming here any moment, so
yeah,
good for him. It's going to be pretty busy for the next little bit, that's for sure. I remember those times.
Yeah, but he's been working over and helping the guys at Nowput up until when he had the emergency with the hospital and whatever else. But is been working really hard on the Nowput project, helping the guys over there. Not sure whether you guys know what Nowput is, but it's a UTXO DeFi based sort of options platform on the Raptoreum chain, which utilizes futures transactions.
Yeah, it's completely accountless, right? You don't need anything. You don't supply anything. You just use it. That's it. It's at nowput.finance.
Check it out, guys. Join the Discord. Someone wants to send the link in the chat. Go ahead.
Early alpha right now.
Yeah, I can send the link. Yeah, early alpha. You can use testnet RTM.
It's currently
test it out.
A hackathon going for it kind of deal. If anybody can get into it and move the funds, there's a big fat bounty on it.
Yep, lots to do. And it's like the first main project built on RTM. And hopefully many more on the way as well. So testing on that platform has had transaction volume of the testnet actually surpassing the mainnet a couple of times in the last week with all the testing and things that's been going on, which has been awesome. Really, we've had a really good turnout with everyone helping out with that, and the guys over there, the devs that are running the project, they're really pleased with how things have been going so far, and all the suggestions and things like that from you all. So if you don't already know what that is, check that out. It's just the links just being posted in the stream party chat. It seems to be malware season at the moment, and things are only set to get worse as the market crisis deepens and people get more desperate, and criminals get more desperate for funds. And it seems recently we've had the VCAX wallet. Don't download it, don't check it out. But that was confirmed to contain very malicious agent that contains like a stealing script, according to reports on Rabid Mining's Discord. Also, you need to be very safe about that. Be very careful, sorry. And yeah, don't use that wallet at all. It will take your funds from you. Viral Decay, I've just noticed you're here.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, bro?
Oh, not too much. Just enjoying a Sunday afternoon.
Well, obviously I'm not talking about your Sunday afternoon, am I?
True.
How's the Greyhound project? How's the NFTs going over there?
It's going well. This week we actually finished minting out the Ambassador NFTs, burnt the rest that were in the supply, and got them verified, and things are moving on towards the next phase. The art is almost complete for the Raptoreum asset release, so we should have a project ready to go as soon as assets are released.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. And a couple of streams ago you were talking about a marketplace that you were hoping to build and things like that. Has there been any progressions with anything to do with that yet? Have you spoken with any of the team on how the structure's going to be or anything?
Yeah, we've had a meeting or two, and things are going pretty well. And hopefully this week, things are going to start moving very rapidly because assets are coming. And I definitely don't want that to pass us by.
Well, I mean, when assets, Charlie? That's the question.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Or is that a no comment?
Yeah, it's kind of a no comment.
Just doing.
You're making me nervous over there.
Well, we showed everyone Nando with his DevNet. You know, that's pretty exciting stuff in its own right.
It's coming quick.
It's definitely something's going on, you know. Sherm, how's things in the Discord? How's the community and anything that we need to know about?
I mean, the community is doing good. Obviously, very excited about obviously the streams and activity that's going on, all the projects that are being built with the NFT project, and obviously now and people are really enjoying testing that out over there and getting involved in potentially getting some airdrops along with that testing. Obviously, it's been a very busy week in crypto news with depegging and obviously in the financial, with the banks collapsing and things. So it's been a very active time in chat. And also what you mentioned as well with the stay alert with these scams that are out there. It's definitely scam season. Even a lot of new projects too, they'll put out good wallets in the initial wallet, and down the line they'll throw malware in an updated wallet. So you can't just be confident that everything that you download is safe. So be careful out there.
Absolutely, be careful, guys.
Question everything.
Yeah. Question everything.
For sure.
And obviously, you saw Discord get hacked. When an airdrop thing gets sent out to people, and people got hurt on that as well. So, just be careful.
Was that?
Question. I believe that was Casper, wasn't it?
Oh, Casper, yeah, that was right. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, Casper Discord got hacked.
And they sent out an airdrop email, and people got their ETH stolen. So if you see any things like that, go to Discords, question everything, get confirmation before you start clicking on things.
Absolutely. Humble's saying, if it sounds too good to be true, consider it too good to be true.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, guys. So we've got another 10 minutes until we start the CryptoSmith stream. I think we're going to be changing the structure of the CryptoSmith stream from next week. This week's going to be a normal CryptoSmith stream, but we're going to be proing it up, making it better, moving forward, and trying to make the most out of what Smith is doing, especially with assets or whatever coming up, So it's very important that we make the most of Smith Stream and show the world how we can bring the old into the new.
And bring value to his business, and how that can bring value to other businesses, and I guess make the best use of our time and your time, and
bring real items into games. We need to set the example, and we need to show everybody how it's done. Okay, so right now we're gonna take some questions from the community. We will run through the chat on the YouTube first. If anything needs answering, we'll answer it. We have another 9 minutes left, and so let's get started. So I'll check the chat out now. Jeff Starlipper saying, never give up, keep fighting. Cheers, bro. We never give up. We've always said that. We are relentless.
we almost forgot about the poll question. Will Charlie
did that
ever wear that bunny suit, the pink bunny suit?
That was just a test poll. Is it still on there?
It's still there?
Oh, I don't know. Is it still there?
The bunny suit's not.
I voted
pink,
yes.
By the way, it's white, but yeah, it's got a pink nose, I think.
Oh, right. It is a white bunny suit.
Yeah, that was just a test question. Sherm, show us what's in the bag.
I can't show you what's in the bag, not till tomorrow. I don't even know what's going in the bag yet.
Okay, yeah. No audio, no mic. Yeah, I do apologise, guys. I am not a professional. I'm literally just giving it a go, But we're getting better. We are getting better. We have little issues here and there, but, we sort them out. Okay, yes, he's on now. Sounds good now. Yes, that's because I turned it on.
It helped to turn it on.
Delgon's punishment equals flop pool dev fee goes to trivia fun for a week. Well, that's a really good idea, but I don't think he's going to change his own dev fee, is he?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to get him to agree to.
Shim Slady, Viral's in the house. Yes, he's here. Viral's here. If you want to ask Viral anything, he is here. Anna's saying, I can barely hear the speech above the rest. Whose speech? Chad's saying futures are dope. Obviously. I mean, we did it first. It's pretty cool. I think when we originally brought it out, it was hard for people to see the actual use case behind it. So having this project that is based on those transactions shows everyone what can be done with it, and that's just futures. Imagine all the other things that we can do on chain at protocol level. Assets Thune thrift stores saying, yeah, we'll see. We're not giving any dates. Charlie's tight-lipped. Nando's very leaky diapered. Is there any update on the bounties that are put out for docs writing? This is Anna. Charlie.
Yeah, they're all scooped up at the moment. One's complete, and I'm waiting on the other two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hope that answers your question, Anna. Shims, what are you saying?
I'll update the bounty on Discord right tonight.
All right, okay. He'll update the bounty. Shim Slade is saying, how would you explain to somebody who's in crypto but never heard of RTM before? We'll start with viral.
To me,
If someone,
Raptoreum is unique in a lot of ways. Basically, the algorithm is the first thing I look at when I'm explaining people, what Raptoreum is, and then the accomplishments that we've made so far. Stuff like futures on protocol level, assets that are getting ready to come out, the stuff that makes us different. That's what I tend to focus on when I'm explaining RTM to somebody for the first time.
I think one of the main differences is the fact that we are doing a lot of DeFi functions at protocol level, and also our contracting is going to be utilizing Apache Spark, which allows us to offer smart contracts in Java and Python. But that is not to a 5-year-old, is it? A 7-year-old, sorry. How can we explain, Charlie, to a 5-year-old?
You'll get a cool glow on your weapon when you have an asset attached to it in game, and you'll be uber strong.
There you go. Uber strong.
There you go.
Yeah. You'll need to borrow Daddy's. I was going to say credit card then, but probably best not to say that.
Happening.
No. Okay. What movie do you recommend for a 7-year-old who chronically wets the bed? I mean, we did say
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
So what's the
Let's get him straight.
What's the logic there, Charlie? I mean, you're trying to get it all out of him.
Yeah. Watch it before bed, and you're done.
He's not getting out.
Wiz is saying, did you talk about new things to say about the soon level of assets on testnet? Well, we didn't talk about anything to do with the soon level of assets. It was more along the lines of a Thune level.
It's coming along.
Seeing the good commits rhythm.
Yep.
Always coding. Devs are always hard at work.
Yeah, definitely busy.
Yeah, there's lots of work. A lot of people that forget to watch they don't see the action on the GitHub and they don't realize what's going on. But
yeah.
But even the Discord, you can watch the development channel, so any updates and commits, you can see all the activity there.
All right, Wiz is saying, Viral made me buy ETH. I'm making a voodoo doll of him for this.
That's fair. That is very fair. I would also consider doing that.
I mean, is this something that went on? You got him to buy ETH or what?
It was for the ambassador NFT. That's probably what he's referring to.
I got you.
But the value of that is he's going to get an OG Genesis NFT on Raptoreum, and those ETH NFTs are going to be made useless, just like the coin.
Ooh, I mean, that was a rather scattered bit of salt there, Viral.
Hey, I don't like ETH either, but that's just me.
All right. I'll spend time on this testnet, I think. Never touch chains doing these things. That's right, Wiz. We're doing world firsts at Raptoreum. Okay, now let's check out the stream party chat for the next 2 minutes, and then we will have to maybe have a couple of minute interlude, and then we'll head over to the Smith. All right, let's see. Assets are grewed. Of course they're grewed. Okay. Can we see the white and pink nosed bunny suit, Charlie? HNS is asking.
Boom.
Yes.
Please brainstorm the NFT's delayed release capability. Please brainstorm it, the capability of it. Well, it literally... I was talking with Viral some time ago about this before it was even a thing, and basically one of the main things that we thought would be a cool thing to be able to do was to have a line of NFTs or assets or something like that, and being able to stagger the release of those NFTs or assets based on time frame. We'll probably do it with time frame, but you can do it with block height as well. And this means that you can send out, say once a week, there'll be like another art piece dropped or another 10 art pieces dropped by a creator or an artist or something like that. And that will, how, I'll let you explain, but how will that benefit and how will that create a sense of urgency with a community around NFTs?
It will create a sense of scarcity almost, and will also allow artists to release a piece of art on their own terms, and also allow for auctions, on particular pieces. So say if you're wanting to buy a collection piece from a artist, let's just say Zlata, for example, she would have 10 pieces in a collection. You would be able to bid on those and, also just benefit from that utilization.
Awesome, Viral. Okay, so guys, we are out of time and we need to have a couple of minutes interlude before we can get Smith on here. So we are going to say our goodbyes here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for waiting along as well for the 15 minutes before the stream. Thanks, Viral. Thanks to Sherm for coming on. Thanks, Charlie.
Of course.
All the best to Piggy if you're watching.
Yep.
Good
Thanks,
luck, bro.
guys.
Can't wait to hear the news.
And we will see you next week for another Raptoreum stream. And hopefully we've got more exciting news for you. So check it out. And we will see you again.
Catch you later.
Laters all.
See you guys.
All right, guys, let's see if we can get over to Smith. Smith, can you hear us? All right, guys, here we go.
All right.
How is things?
Hey, Smith.
Ooh, we're a little cloudy on the lens.
Now we're fuzzy.
Yeah, we need a bit
Still
of a clean.
fuzzy. Clean the lens.
Can you hear us, Smith?
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
Oh, you always do the same thing, Smith.
It's still a little blurry, though.
We've got a very
Now
blurry
that
lens.
you're here, though,
We've got a
now
very...
that you're here, it's a good time to talk to you about cabbage worms.
How what?
The epidemic of the cabbage worm. See, we gotta make sure that when we're transferring cabbages between shires and hamlets, that we don't transfer the cabbage worms as well, because that'll just decimate the population of cabbages. And I just think it's something we should be mindful of and maybe talk about a little bit more. So that's my plug for the
Watch
cabbage
out for the
worm.
cabbage worms.
Well, that's certainly a nice start to the stream. Smith, we've got an issue with the lens. It's very, very cloudy. It's pretty bad. I don't know if there's anything you can do about it.
I'll work on it.
All right.
How's everything going?
Yeah, it's all good. We've just had a
Going well.
nice chilled update stream, and now we're here with you with a very cloudy lens. What have you been up to besides fighting off cabbage worm?
Oh, you know, getting injured
Oh, yeah.
and other stuff.
How are you healing?
Yeah, I'm healing up. I'm a
So,
fast healer. So
so,
what happened is I got stabbed in the leg.
so where were you stabbed? Whereabouts on the leg?
Well, ankle actually. So I wasn't even wearing my boots. I got stabbed right there.
Ooh.
What happened? What happened was I had a finished knife out, and it was going up for auction at a banquet. And so I went there to check on everything just beforehand, and they had not followed some of my instructions. And there were some things that happened to the knife that I needed to go fix. Well, of course, I was in dress shoes and dress clothes because I was about to attend the banquet myself.
Jeez.
And so I rushed back to the shop to go fix said wrong things on the knife. And because it was finished, I couldn't clamp it properly.
Yeah.
So I had to clamp it pretty sketch, and that's fine, whatever. It's not my first time. So the knife was a 10-inch blade, so it was probably finished knife. It was probably about this long.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It was a big knife. So I had to clamp it pretty sketch because I couldn't damage it. Finished knife, all that kind of good stuff. There's and it fell out of the clamping, out of the vise. And so it fell out handle first, and I moved my leg out of the way, There's no, I don't care how important this knife is. I'm not gonna, like, this was freshly sharpened. It was razor blade. It fell out and handled down first, thank goodness. And then I moved my leg to get it out of the way, and it bounced over and it stabbed me right in the leg.
Yeah.
So that night, I went to the banquet anyways, but that night, by the time that the 2 hour or 3 hour banquet was nearing its end, I couldn't even walk on my leg. It was crazy. Just the amount that little poke. Oh, I didn't actually feel the stab. I didn't feel it.
Oh, you didn't feel
But
it?
what I didn't feel it. But what for all I knew, it just kind of touched my leg. But what tipped me off was the squirt of blood. It probably squirt about 2 feet, 24 inches. What is that? That's 500, about half a meter. It just, if it had not been for that squirt of blood that went half a meter, I wouldn't have even known anything. So by the time I got to 20 feet away to go get it bandaged up, and of course at that point I knew to move quick, right? Especially with all the weight of the blood on your, it being on your foot. It doesn't even matter if it's a small cut. The entire weight of all your blood on that wound, I knew it was going to start bleeding pretty profusely. So I quickly went to the to go to get the first aid kit, and by the time I got there, my shoe was full of blood, and it was probably 20, 30 feet. So, but my kids got a good lesson in how to bandage a wound. I ended up, yeah, I ended up using adhesive stitches, the type that you just you
glue it.
adhere on each side and pull the wound closed. For a wound that deep, I don't typically use glue because it's not very trustworthy. Yeah, so it was all good. That night, so it poked me in the ankle bone is what happened. Like it drove itself in there pretty good.
Yeah.
And by the middle of the evening, my whole lower shin bone, leg bone, was just throbbing, just boom, boom, throbbing. By the end of the evening, my hip was throbbing. And so, yeah, and not to mention my ankle. And by the next day, my foot had swollen so much that I couldn't even walk on it. So that's why I had to cancel. Yeah. It's crazy how much is I mean, it was a 10-inch knife, so there's a lot of mass behind it. So it wasn't like it just barely touched me. Like when it bounced over, it carried all that mass with it. So it did some damage.
Hit you pretty good.
Yeah.
But it drove it hit the bone. So that's what stopped it from doing any serious damage. But just that little bone poke just threw my leg into a hissy fit. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I know when I was on a job, and I had so this is Raptoreum billet here. I had a piece of plywood in my hand, and a freak gust of wind came up. It wasn't a stormy day, but it was like the first gust of wind to a windstorm. I mean, because I had that piece of plywood in my hand, or in my, like, it was a full 4x8 sheet, because I had it acted like a wind sail, and it took me for a ride. Picked me off my feet. I didn't even have chance because I was carrying it this way, so the full 4x8, and it hit me from that side. I couldn't even let it go. It literally picked me up off my feet, probably drove me 20 feet away to where I finally landed on an uneven surface. It was a garden, and she had 6x6 posts on the edge of the garden, and I landed like that with my ankle. My ankle it popped. They said they heard the pop from the roof where they were, and I thought, I jumped back up on my feet and I said, I'll be back to work tomorrow. And I thought I would be. Turns out I was laid up for almost 3 weeks because of that stupid ankle. But I always think that I can do things when I probably shouldn't, and it's got me into trouble. Actually, from that ankle that got messed up, which was this ankle, I stopped using my crutches sooner than I should have. I now have a limp, which is stupid, and you know, a knee that tells me when the weather's about to change and all that good stuff. So
Yeah, feel
I
everything.
decided that it'd probably be better. I just stayed off my foot for at least a day, and then the next day after that, because of that squirt of blood, it obviously hit a vessel or something. And because of that, I got a major hematoma in my foot. My foot turned black, which was fantastic.
Oof.
So like the Adam Sandler Blackfoot of Mr. Deeds, right? Well, we're all good. I'm walking on it. And as far as I could tell, it never even happened, other than it's going to take a couple weeks for my body to absorb and metabolize the blood that from the hematoma. So major hematomas are bad because they can actually cause sepsis. But this one isn't bad. It'll just take a while for my body to eat that blood back up. But yeah, how was your week?
Well, I don't know how to respond now after that.
Not as bad as that.
Not as bad as that, no. No, I've just been. I put a new battery on my solar system, and we're working on some stuff over here to do with the house. So I've been doing a lot of that.
So this is our wrought iron and our Raptoreum billet. And what we're going to do today for the first 15, 20 minutes or so, and Byner, I'm going to rely on you to kind of tell me when that time's up. We're going to work on this. And then what we're going to do, we're actually going to create a couple keychains, simple keychains that are just round with the logo stamped in them in Damascus steel. And then we're going to actually rush off to get key ring put on it, get it scanned, put it in a box. Lickety split. And we should be done all of this with an hour and 15 minutes after our start time here.
An hour and 15 from when?
From 10
minutes ago.
10 minutes ago. Or 10 minutes.
Is this how we're going to be rolling from now on?
Clock didn't start yet.
So when from? 2 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, 2 minutes ago.
Okay, that'll do.
From
the
cabbage worms.
Yeah. Oh, from cabbage worms. Well, that was
cabbage worms.
That was like 17 minutes ago.
So this is where we're going to start. So I've got some of the stages out, and I'll as much as I want to do the TV magic, I'll actually bear all and kind of show what's going on here. So this is where we're going to start.
Okay.
And then that will eventually get formed into that, and then finalized into that, and then upset on its end into that.
Okay.
And then finally, some point, this is a bit big because we do want to make a keychain. We're probably going to nip some off of that, but we want it to be nice and compact in a keychain, and then we're going to try and get that off scanned in a box.
Are we going to scan it today as well?
Scan it today.
Awesome.
Right.
Okay. All right.
So probably 20 minutes from 10 minutes ago.
20 minutes from 10.
So right now, we got a piece of the Raptor billet. This is the Tonto Raptor billet, and I've just been kind of intentional about cleaning it because we are going to forge weld it. Okay, so a couple updates. The wire thing.
Okay. What's going on with the wires?
We're gonna abandon it for now. For now, I gotta know when I'm defeated, and I didn't come back in the metal side of the shop for like 5 days after that. It was
So we should recover.
I was salty. Oh, I was salty. And the other thing is the copper. We're gonna do away with the copper for now. And the reason is because it's still gonna be super awesome. But we do have to I have to live within reality a little bit. And the difficulty level I shouldn't say it's difficult, but the level of what we're trying to accomplish doing the copper requires more of an exactitude than we really have the time to pack in to this, unless you guys want to sit here for a 4-hour stream, right? Or stretch it out between six streams. It's like in order to actually get it done, I think we'll just do away with the copper. But what it does afford us ability to do is we do have our wrought iron here, and we're going to do everything hot. We're not going to take anything apart. We're not going to go clean it. We're going to do everything hot. So we're going to do everything right here. We're going to do the cutting hot. We're going to do hot cutting, everything. So let's do that. I'm going to try and get that done here in the next 10 or so minutes so that we can actually get onto the chain part.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So was there any reoccurring topic in the update?
Reoccurring one is Nando being
Win assets.
being very leaky.
Did Charlie have to put a diaper on?
Well, Nando seems to need one.
Yeah, it's more Nando.
Yeah, it's more
More
Nando,
Nando.
not Charlie.
Oh,
Charlie's tight-lipped.
Yeah. It's hard to be because I'm super excited about it. It's really cool to see. It's something we've been driving towards since the start. You know, we had to take so long to make sure that we had our base solid and secure, and it took quite a while before we could get to the point of getting assets in, but it's finally here, so it's really exciting to see.
up here.
Toy's a little late, but he's here. How you doing, Toy? Did Viral go? I didn't notice him leave.
Yeah. Yeah, he snuck out.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm sporting the new apron. I was
Oh,
always
yeah.
afraid to bring it in here because it's nice and I don't want to dirty it, but
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. What have you got wedged into the Precious RTM logo area?
pencil. That's a cool, nice too.
Yeah,
I like those knives.
yeah, that's
Oh, nice.
nice. Did you make
Not-
that?
No,
You just like those knives?
I just like it.
Yeah.
Do you make your own replacement blades?
I haven't yet, but I am planning on it. This replacement blade is a little bit more robust than typical utility knives, so I
Mhm.
can actually sharpen it probably for the next couple of years.
Right.
I got talked into getting a puppy today.
Oh, did
Oh,
you?
you did.
I did too. I've been resisting for years. And I got talked into it.
Like, what kind of
Where-
dog?
It's a mix of a couple different types of husky. Where my wife is way up north right now, the whole town is there's lots of dogs, all huskies, northern dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
The dogs kind of run the town. Each block is separated. They each have their own territory, and there's really a bunch of cool dogs up there. The guy had some puppies and said, I'm getting rid of them if you want one. And I got a call shortly after from my wife, and I couldn't really say no. So we have a puppy coming home.
All right.
So
Nice.
basically from 4 kids to 5 kids now.
Pretty much.
I just noticed that Smith dropped something.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
What?
And he burnt something.
Yeah. Don't think
Burnt his
that.
stairs.
Don't think you got
Didn't
away
see
with
that.
that, bro. We
I don't know what I
turning
dropped.
around and all as if you didn't realise.
Oh, I guess I dropped the hammer. That doesn't count. It's a hot piece. It's
When you
a
dropped the hot
piece.
piece too? Didn't you burn the steps over there, or was that intentional drop?
Yeah, that was intentional. I was trying to reduce the amount of oxygen
Okay.
while it was cooling. There should be another one as he's kicking around. Oh, right here.
What's that?
Yeah.
Fucking
What's
pig.
that?
So I'm just going to square up this end here so that when I fold that piece of steel over, I'm not dealing with a bunch of messy bits. My main focus here being the cleanliness. So I'll take it slow, make sure I have a clean piece.
20 minutes from 10 past is in 2 minutes' time, Smith. Whatever that means.
Okay.
Sully's in the chat. Yeah, Sully, I hope you heard the RTM update stream earlier. I haven't finished with you yet. So we're making some keyrings, Smith, and what kind of what we're going to have? Are we going to have like an RTM stamp on them, or
Yep.
how are they going to be shaped? Like
Good. They're not going to be like the blockchain one.
Right. Okay.
Because if we did that, we wouldn't get it done in time.
Right. So what are you salty about, Smith?
Can't say. My wife watches these. Just kidding. Even though she does, and now she's going to laugh out of me just saying that. Bad drivers.
Bad drivers. They are the worst.
Yeah. Are you ever a bad driver, Smith?
No, never.
Never. But when you
Never.
are, you're still not. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's right. Okay, so time's up on this. We'll let
Yep.
it cook while we start working on the key ring.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome.
That was pretty cool to see. I guarantee I would have really, really dropped stuff right there. Many times.
Okay, key ring. We're going to flatten that guy out so that we can end up. No, we're going to start here. We're going to go through all the processes. It's not going to take them to completion. So we're going to take from grade level 1 all the way up to level 4. We're going to put them all in at the same time. And I did drop something earlier. You guys, I don't know if you saw it,
Oh yeah.
but gonna jump over into the chat here.
That looks like an old voice.
Yeah,
Some use.
that comes from your part of the world.
Oh, does it? Maybe that's why it looks so old. I don't know. I think we used to make good tools back in the day. I wouldn't say we do now. I think the Germans have taken pride of place with the tool making.
There. I dropped. So I dropped.
Oh, nice one, Smith. Smith has just done some rain into the stream party chat. If you guys watching are not currently on our Discord, the link is at the top right of the stream. Head over to stream party chat where you can collect some stream rain.
Just to clarify, That was the drop. That was the drop board.
Oh yeah. We've been playing on the Commodore 64 today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Cranked it up with the kids, and we were playing international soccer from 1983.
Nice.
It's still a good game, you know. We had a 2-player on it, and it was
Fun,
still a
right?
good game, still fun. I mean, the tackling is a little debatable, but it's literally Minecraft graphics, and it's good playability. So
We're not up to welding heat right now,
okay,
but I do want to go ahead and just make these billets a little bit more intimate with each other. So I'm just going to give them such a light tap. Such a light tap. And then here we actually should have some welding. You can see now it's on, but it's not a full complete weld.
right.
So we're going to still show it the respect it requires.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, so one of our first, get that keychain portion out. Whatever.
Some pretty good Tong Fu.
That's pretty good.
So that's how we end up turning just a raw piece something more accurately into something like that. You can take this, and right now the pattern is running this way,
Okay.
and we want to take it the other way. Reason being is because we want to put that end grain into the face of our piece. So we're just gonna carefully try to upset that without going too far one way. We just end up keep doing that, push it down.
Yeah.
And what we typically end up with, careful, is this guy right here. And you can see here the lines of the pattern are now the face.
Yeah, we can see that.
Okay.
And now we can actually go ahead and just give her the bean.
Smooshed.
Nope.
Oh,
Fires.
And that's how you end up with this guy. this point, we're actually going to go ahead and just start cleaning some stuff up. I think I might actually cut this in half.
Okay.
But while we're waiting for that to heat up, we can actually go ahead and do a forging heat on our billet. This one I'll get the kids to stand back for.
Yeah, it's gonna spray.
As heavy as those blows look, those are light blows, just to allow these two to become intimate. I'm not trying to actually do any mechanical welding at this point. I'm just letting the heat and the intimacy do its job. That iron is actually going into the solution thanks to the flux. And even if I were to have two intimate pieces with little to no pressure, simply the flow of the iron between the two pieces, because it's liquid now, will do welding all on its own.
Cool.
All the hammer does is remove any gap.
Toy's saying it's fun to watch. You're looking good, Smith.
Thank you.
Got your fresh apron on. You're back on your feet. Looking sharp. Ralph is saying play Maniac Mansion on the C64. I'll check it out, bro.
Say that again.
He's saying play Maniac Mansion on the Commodore 64.
Oh.
Almost got the Battlefield 1942 Desert Combat server set up today. Well, hopefully this week I'll be able to get that out there. We can maybe have some community events. It'll be fun.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we should have mentioned that on the update stream. Totally forgot to put it on the list.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. It's super old school, but it's a
Yeah,
blast.
it's classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to our coin here, and for our fuel, heavy on the keychain. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut a piece off, and I promise to do everything hot. So here we go.
So are these things going to be finished today, Smith?
Yep.
And are these things available for someone to own?
Yes, but whilst I can, because of time, I'm only doing the one. Those other ones were for the sake of being able to run you through all the process and still have time to actually complete it.
Okay, got you.
So there'll be one finished today.
So there'll be one finished
Uh,
today.
Yeah. So right now, all I'm going to do is just clean up the edges, flatten it, put the touch mark into it.
Yep.
We'll do the big one.
Yeah. And do you want to do an auction for it or something like that? Or shall we do like you see what I was thinking we could do, rather than just a short one on the stream, we could actually run
During the week.
Run it for the week, and then we'll announce who got it on the following stream. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. I'm down for whatever. Of course, while that's heating up, we're just going to let this billet do its thing. By do its thing, I mean, let it soak. On the third and final weld heat, you should typically let it sit or soak rather in heat for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about it getting too hot, or you have your forge just where you know it's at the right temperature.
Say again?
You don't have to worry about it getting too hot in there. You have it just where you want it, your forge. Because I see before sometimes people get it the steel too hot, they burn it out. But maybe in your forge it's not an issue, or you have it tuned right where you want it, kind of deal.
Yeah, over time I've learned what my regulator really is going to allow me to get. I used to have a thermocouple tied into here. I've since taken it out, plugged the hole. But with that thermocouple, for about a year, I had it on there. I learned what worked for it, what didn't. Right now, if I were to leave this at full gas, I would probably be able to get upwards of 3,000 degrees. But if I just keep the air as is and turn my regulator down, I can keep it at a consistent 2,000. Keep it down to 1,000 degrees. So here I'm being a little bit more aggressive with the hit. Just working to draw the bar out. You can see now it's acting as one piece of metal.
Yeah.
It looks solid to me.
Yeah, definitely.
And that is going to be a Tonto.
This is the Tonto, yeah. There's wrought iron.
Very cool.
And then in the center, there's the wrapped billet. And then wrought iron on the other side.
Awesome.
So, main focus turning to our keychain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it square. I'm going to hammer it square rather. And then I'm going to put it under the hammer. I'm just going to let the hammer kind of do its damage. And what that's going to do, the hammer is really good at driving through the center and out. So it will keep most likely our corners intact, but it will blow out our edges where the center of mass is.
Okay.
And we'll get this neat kind of look to it.
Yeah.
And rely on it. Give us that.
Awesome.
And then we'll create a recess with this guy. And then within that recess, we'll do our Raptor logo. Punch a hole for our keychain. Again, we're doing everything hot. So there's no stopping to use the drill press. So what we'll need here is a punch that will probably ruin, but whatever. This one we've already ruined, so we'll just resharpen it. Using this 60 grit belt, we've given it tooth. That tooth will not will prevent us from pulling it out of the hole as easily. So we're going to get rid of some of that tooth and even give it a little bit of a concave base so that the sharper edges do a good job cutting. And we're going to help it further. I got this on hand. Usually you use punch lube,
Okay.
but this is just graphite. And all that does is just give me a carbon deposit that will help me extract it out of that hole a little easier.
Right.
Now they make purpose-made products for this, where it's like a carbon or a graphite that's been mixed into like a grease. But this is just kind of, I have it on hand. So again, I just want to make it square, so I still have this rounded section on the top. I'm going to drive everything into the middle. Take that down. The fact that it is a little diamond shaped, I don't mind that, because it kind of lends itself to the, I almost want to not do too good of a job of trying to make it perfect.
Oh, CryptoSmith is typing in the stream party chat.
What's he typing? He is.
Oh, that's a nice bit of rain from Smith. Oops, I did it again. Britney Spears.
All right.
Are you going to do the dance for us, Smith?
I dropped it again. Okay, so I got a nice square, something that's, I'm not trying too perfect, and I'm just going to kind of let the hammer do its thing. You see it kind of blew out our edges. We kept our corners nice and square. It's kind of what I was looking for. At this point, I'm going to put a hole. I guess the question is diamond or square? What are we doing? Diamond or square?
I think diamond,
Irma.
because then when it dangles, it's better. If it's square, it's not really.
Okay, we got our mark. So now we'll get it white hot.
Are you going to drill it through or punch it through?
Punch it through. We're doing everything hot.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
I could fix it.
We
Yeah,
should-
this old vice was made in Sheffield, England.
Oh, Sheffield, England, yeah. What is that? Stanley, is it? Yeah, we used to make a lot of decent old tools back in the day. I got given a lot of tools from a friend of mine, but it was an old neighbour from over the road, and when he died, I got all his old tools, and much of it was a lot of brand new stuff from like, you know, the 60s and the 70s England tools, even like brand new hammers and drills and all sorts of things. So yeah, I've got a lot of old English tools.
This is a great segue. To ask a Brit.
Oh right, okay. Go ahead. What do you want to ask a Brit?
Do you call a car's hood a bonnet?
Yeah, bonnet.
Or has the Americanism kind of bled into where you call it the hood of the car?
No. We still call it a bonnet, and we've got a saying over here that you're on it like a car bonnet.
So what about, then, here's my question. What do you call a baby's hat? Or like a woman's hat that, like a bonnet. What do you call a bonnet? Call it a bonnet?
Well, if it's a bonnet, then it's a bonnet. But yeah, it depends what hat it is, because you can get, you know, there's
You know, back in like the old days, I don't know if any of you ever saw Little House on the Prairie. You know, what the half pint used to wear, the little girl. She used to wear a kind of a hat on her head, you know, it goes over the back, her hair comes out the back and it kind of sticks up over the top. We call that a bonnet.
Oh right, okay. I don't know. I'm not like a hat expert, but you know, I do apologise, Smith. I can't answer your hat question, but I'm sure someone in the community can.
So here's the plug that came from punching it hot. Now we put the logo in.
It's a pretty clean cut. So how did you punch it through so cleanly?
So you go through the one side about 80, 90%.
Yeah.
You flip it over, and then the depression makes a pretty, like it disperses its weight.
Yeah.
But you can typically find the center of that pretty easily, and then you just punch it all the way through it. It shears it.
Okay.
Here's it clean. To the point where the plug is even quite a clean plug.
Yeah.
We're auctioning this plug up. No, I'm just kidding.
Someone would probably
1.8 million RTM.
Yeah, someone would probably buy it.
So, Michael, need you to. Where did my? I'm gonna pull it out of there. See the round part in there. I'm gonna need you to hold it. I'm gonna hand it to you, and I need you to hold it where I tell you to. Okay? Then I will smite at this.
Extremely important job. Gotta hold it tight.
We're all counting on you.
Yeah.
Because they're all counting on you. Hold it tight. Yeah. Right there. Now that was to be expected, right?
Yep.
So we have different
so-
types of drops. We have expected drops, unexpected drops.
Yeah.
So
you
that.
can sure-
So what
We're gonna do it again though.
Okay. So that's a coin print,
Oh.
isn't it?
A what?
What's the print that's on there? What is it?
Nothing. We're just making a recession,
Oh, I thought it was like a
Okay.
coin print.
and then we'll put that in there after.
Gotcha.
So the purpose of that was just to have a good place for it to be saddled so that I could give it, smite it properly.
With the big hammer.
You can cool that off if you want. And then I'll get you to come over here so that I'm swinging without anybody in my way. Ready, Michael? We got to be fast.
Okay, we're on the hour now. So 10 more minutes. Yeah? No, because we started late anyway, so it's all good, Smith.
Yes. Hello, better. No, you're good. It's a small depression, and I should correct myself. I said recession earlier. I should have said depression. One more? Nah. Time-wise, I'm being more realistic.
Yeah, just focus on this one.
Have it. Okay. Okay, grab it. Good. Yep. Okay, we'll do another one. I'll get that even. Does that, now I just shut off all the machinery. It's quite loud. Does that make any change
It
to the
yeah, it makes an amazing change to the audio. But what I've been watching some other streams, and like streams that have got things going on like yours, and it seems to be that the you know, the creators or whatever, they're using the microphone, you know, like a chat mic that goes to the mouth. So maybe that might be something that could make a difference.
Huh? It moved?
No.
Okay, hold it right there. Did that vibrate? Yeah.
No, it's shot right there.
Oh, this is horrible. It's not even centered. Be wood.
Whoa, look at that. Awesome stuff.
Cool.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, now we are going to heat treat it and make it go from that ugly thing into something beautiful. That's so beautiful.
So we're going to heat treat it and then we're going to polish it, are we, or something?
Correct. This is a thin and organic enough piece that I'm even going to do it in water.
Woohoo!
Oh.
Oh wait, no. I'll
What?
give Charlie his flare up.
Oh yeah, there we go.
And I'll do it in glass for the effect.
Excellent.
So what are we pouring in here? What's this?
It's quenching oil.
Oh,
Parks
right.
50, the good
Okay.
stuff.
So is this going to spill all over the place?
Yep, it's gonna boil and burst into flames and it's gonna be lovely. Going to be just lovely.
I mean,
Oh.
it's not too bad of an impression, but it's more like 1950s London. That's the sort of vibe I'm getting.
Well, I mean, when you watch Mary Poppins 500 times, right?
That's the accent you're getting.
Yeah, this is obviously where it's coming from. Yeah.
Can I have a nickel, Father?
Or like
I'm waiting for
Oliver
the,
Twist.
Oliver
the-
Twist, yeah.
the
Why are
teaspoon
you
of sugar song busting out here. There we go.
It's cool.
On in there, get a close up.
Yeah, you can really see it moving
Yeah.
around on there. Pretty cool. I've never seen it in glass like that before. That's really neat.
You haven't seen him do it with a beer?
With a big no. Can imagine that would smell pretty bad.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take all the oil off.
The next one definitely needs to be beer quenched.
Yeah.
Took the oil off. And cool it down so I can touch it. This we can actually afford not to temper it. That's before the wire brushing.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
There we go. Right on. So I wonder if that thing is scanned and we have the virtual replica, what would that be used for to bring that in game?
It would be like the key pass for a medieval door.
Or a
Yeah,
token
maybe
that is used at a shop to upgrade your weapon and your in game is matched. So we can actually create the physical and digital assets. And as you unlock upgrades to your weapon, we send you the physical copy. And that upgrade is purchased with tokens or RTM. They already exist, so they can take a hold of the futures contracts And then as you upgrade your weapon in game, in real life, we can send you that upgrade for your weapon.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
that's a good idea. I like it.
Oh, very nice.
Awesome. Very nice.
You see the Damascus lines in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put a keychain on it, get a scan.
Let's
Right
go.
on.
Come on, speed up.
Run the clock.
I don't know whether anyone's ever watched the Crystal Maze, but this is reminding me of the Crystal Maze.
I can move the bottle.
Hopefully everything goes smoothly here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna scan it without the keychain because the keychain's movable and it's gonna mess it up. So, turn on my. Yeah, I gotta turn on the scanner. Fire up mode. Oh, I was looking for the rest. It's on there. Then we're gonna fire up the software. I'm gonna go wash my hands because forging and very expensive laser scanners don't mix too well.
So do you need to spray it with anything or
I do, yeah. And this is what caused a lot of yeah. So these suckers come from China. China makes good stuff. Not everything that comes from China is bad stuff. China makes really decent stuff. Okay, so I have here a marker, global marker, and what that allows me to do is load in this global marker, especially for flat objects. So this is a huge learning curve on this stuff. And I'm still learning big time. But what these markers do is allow me to bring in that global marker file. And if it has a problem reading from the features in this, on this piece here,
Yep.
then it'll read the markers and do its triangulation from there. So
Very precise, that thing.
yeah, it is into within 0.001 millimeters. No, 0.001 millimeters. So I believe that translates into 0.7 of a thousandth of an inch.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
What are we calling this? Square Rapto keychain. Oh,
Keychain.
I'm gonna see if I don't have to handheld rapid scan. You know what? I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna go so handheld rapid scan. I'm gonna go just HD scan.
Yeah.
Square, right? So it's square. We'll go medium, high detail. That way we can actually do it in time. We're going to go here and preview. And the point of the preview is so that we can adjust our brightness and our distance to see what we're going to be picking up. Also make sure that we're picking up those markers, which we are. So right now I'm not seeing a lot of red on my piece. I'm just going to up that brightness. If we're washing out on the background, that's fine. What's important is the piece itself. I may have to go spray it. I may not. Yeah, sometimes it likes to be a pain, but
Is it flashing for you as well, Smith, or is it just the camera?
it is flashing. If you have epilepsy, then this is not a friendly tool. Okay, so it is wanting to be a punk. Which means I'm gonna have to spray it.
Right.
And yeah, see, it's not giving me a whole lot to go off of here. You know what though, actually, this is a great candidate for the turntable. That's small. So the turntable is the most accurate way to do it.
Okay.
Typically I like to do the handheld. You should do it in 3 stages. So you do the rapid, and each time you do one of these, you're actually building up the data, the point cloud that you have available to you.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's not like you can overdo it. So what this stuff is the special sublimating spray. It goes from a solid to a gas. So you can spray it on whatever have you. It'll turn it into a matte surface, and then it'll sublimate away. So say you want to put it on a beautiful painted part, but not ruin the part with the spray paint. This will just sublimate away, dissolve away all on its own.
How long does that
Pretty
take?
Cool.
So there's different sprays. This one takes about an hour.
Okay.
So you've got an hour's worth.
So you got time.
Yeah. So we've got the stand now, and we've got the turntable. This is serious business now, guys.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's no messing about. Did I say that right?
I think so, yeah. I think so. Don't mess about, mate.
Don't mess about. Yeah, so fixed scan. This is the most accurate way to do this.
So does that turn on its own?
It does, yeah. Look at that. It's almost like I've done this a time or two.
Imagine if you're doing this at night and people are going by outside, they must be wondering what's going on.
Yeah. He's like the Doc off Back to the Future. We should get him a wig.
1.7 gigawatts.
Yeah, exactly.
So it shoots 4 different light sources at this. And you can see, look at the detail on there.
Oh yeah, there
Oh
we go.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's loads better.
So when we say identical virtual replica, we're not joking. Right down to the finest detail.
Yeah, it'll pick up my fingerprint if I were to touch it. Oh, I put it on 20. I don't need 20. 20 is too much.
20
So
what?
right here, 20, so 20 increments of 360 degrees. So you could do anywhere from 8 up to 180.
Wow.
Take a look at the triangles. We're just halfway through, and we're at 5.7 million triangles.
Hmm.
Oh,
Wow.
6 million now.
Yeah.
Wild.
And because crap, I didn't shut down the miners. Yeah, I better do that. You're gone.
Always sucks to close the miners though.
It
Yeah,
Yeah.
has to
does.
be done.
It really does. Okay, last scan coming up. Now you see these repetitions right here?
Yep.
So what it does, this is why I have the paper. So you'll notice like only on the edges of the paper or the corners of the paper do you see the repetitions right here. Oh, but see what just happened? It
It melted
aligned
it.
itself. It aligned it itself, and this is why the papers is actually acting as a additional texture. So this isn't. We're gonna delete all this extra data. So we're at 8 million triangles right now.
How many points of 360 is it again?
20.
20.
Yeah. We're going to say that's good. And then we are going to change our workpiece. We'll actually have to go spray the back now.
Pretty cool to
And
see. Really.
I just want to let everyone know if you've got any cars that need spraying, Smith will do them for you.
This scanner will do as large of an item as you are able to scan with a computer attached. So if you have a laptop and a good amount of battery, you could scan a house.
Oh, complete virtual replica of a house. Wouldn't that be some? I can't imagine how much data that would be.
Oh, it'd be insane amounts. Okay, so we're going to make sure that we're creating another group. We're going to start the scan again. Oh, I left it at 20. My bad. Okay, who's got a dad joke?
Jokes are lame.
Dad joke.
This is your department.
Is it?
I mean, you had the trivia round.
Yeah, well, that everyone else was. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I've got ones I've made myself. That's pretty much it.
But I'm pretty sure that's like one of the prerequisites for it being a dad joke.
Yeah, I suppose. So, What do you get if you throw a 0 into space?
I don't know.
An
An
astronaut.
astronaut.
I can't say I get it.
Well, a
Well,
naught,
not being 0.
a naught is a
right?
0.
Oh, right. That's an English joke.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
English joke.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. We got our top and our bottom. We're going to go ahead and just get rid of as much data as we can from here. Make our job a little easier. Oops. I didn't even delete it. Good job. Group 2. One. Group 2. Delete. Clean this up a little bit. And delete it. We're happy. So we actually have to get rid of, and this is a bit finicky. We got to get rid of these guys. I don't know how we're looking on time because I can do most of it without having to really. That's all. Oops, what the heck? 18, 20. So depending on the size of what you're doing, this could take hours.
Fully cleaned it all up.
It's good to watch though. It's good, definitely a good video.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to see. Yeah. It's part of the whole process. I mean, if you want to make a matching set, real, physical, and virtual, this is what it is.
That's what it
Cool.
takes to get it done.
So you flip one round, put it towards the other, and match them up. Is that the idea?
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct. So that's group 2. That's the back. We're going to switch back to group 1.
Ralph is saying this is the RLC, the Raptoreum Learning Channel.
Right on. I like
You know,
it.
we love to educate.
And this is where you somewhere down the line you end up realizing that your tongue is hanging out of your mouth.
You're slightly drooling.
You're slightly drooling. Like 4 hours have passed by, you realize that you're actually starving to death. Okay, and then once we got both those cleaned up, we're gonna go ahead and open up our align. I'm gonna get both of these in here. We're actually probably gonna just try features because it does have a hole and it's off. So we're gonna have to go ahead and do it manually. Oh, yeah, not only is it off, it's upside down. Idiot. No, you're fired. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is find common points on both, which we don't really have, other than the hole. Dang it, anyways. So I might need to get it some more data in order to give it. Yeah, it's not going to do it. I'll have to get more data, which is fine. You can just go back and do that.
And again.
Yeah, and it just adds another project group to it. We're going to go exit. We're going to go. We got 1, 2. Going to do one more. What the heck are we going to do? Oh, I know what we're going to do.
Right, put a little mark on it.
We're going to go ahead and just flip it right on its side. So that'll give us 3 common edges that we can reference.
I gotcha.
Oh, I'm off. Come back. Unverified. I'm actually blocking the scanner to cancel the verification so that I can get my focus, man, focus. And then yeah, we're scanning again. Now I did touch it. I'll see how it turns out. I might have to go spray it again. Hey, hey.
Is it possible to like scan a hand?
Yes, it is.
Are you gonna set up your hand to get scanned?
And anything that you scan into here can also be 3D printed, am I right?
Correct. So by the end of this video, we're actually going to transfer this over to an STL, which is kind of OBJ STLs, they're all, you can print them all, but STL is the good one, in my opinion. Somebody can correct me. I'm not a 3D printing master.
It seems to be that popular. Every time you put something up, like we see in our Discord, and people want to print it, they ask for the STL file. I don't know much about it myself either.
Yeah.
It seems to be the go-to though.
So now we have 3 common edges, and that'll help with the marriage ceremony of the other 2 data files we have. When I first really started going after this thing to learn it, one of a big thing was finding out that you could just go back and just collect more data. It was like I thought it was kind of one and done.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's fantastic like that. So
Yeah, I mean it's very precise. So I mean you're not getting bad data, you're just getting more data, right?
yeah. Do myself a favor. Get rid of this. All right. Now I have 3 groups, and nope, still hasn't auto aligned. So we'll go group 1 in there, and group 3 in the first window, group 1 in the second, and that way we can actually just align them by features because they both have the Raptoreum logo on. And you'll see here they meshed dang near perfectly, but they're just missing that bit right there. So we're going to apply that. And we're actually going to make that a group. And then so we can that in there. When did I put in the first one? think I may have messed that up. Okay, so group one, yeah, that's okay. We're looking good. And then now this has more features to align to. Thanks to the fact that we made a group out of, and it's still not doing it. But it gives us more to go off of. So all we need to do is just fill in that. And honestly, I could probably just go get more data. But I'm not going to. Forget it. I'll just flip it around and do it again. And then everything should. Yeah, so this is the good one. All we need is just that. I'm actually just going to go ahead and delete that stupid thing. Undo? Can you undo? You can't undo. I just deleted the whole thing. I thought I was just deleting the one project.
Oh no.
But we have new ways of, we have new information. I'll actually wipe out the old stuff. Oh. Should have just done it this way to begin with. Let's go do that. Now I just need to flip it once, twice, and it'll match up beautifully. Actually, I've built quite a few pretty nifty rigs, stuff like this for doing, because you don't want it to touch. So this I'll flip over on the edge, so it'll have like basically just the tip and the tip of this, and it'll be able to do everything for the most part in 2 or 3 scans.
I see.
Because this is in the way. It's all visual sight lines, right? So they won't get the back of the knife, so I'll have to maybe flip it the once and then.
Hey, do you think you'll get that helmet on there, or how do you think you would scan that in?
So you can do so again, if you have a laptop, you could scan a house, right? HD. You don't need the turntable. The turntable is just handy for certain situations.
Yeah.
You can get those HD scans with mostly you end up relying on your global marker files, and you can create whatever marker file you want, right? The only thing that's required of them is that they are random, that they're not in any kind of pattern. But if they're not in any pattern, then see, like I can scan this marker file and then go ahead and just go put it beside my own face. And as long as it can see that marker file, I could scan whatever it's next to, even if it's around. Like it doesn't like things like this, because it'll scan once and it just, because it wants to essentially revolve it, it's the same. No matter how many times I turn this, it's the same, other than this one part of the handle. So it would reference this feature right here, but it's not near enough to actually scan the whole thing. So I'd have to put random markers all over the place so that it referenced the markers rather than just this surface. Where was I? Okay. And then we'll just flip it. We'll get the other edge. And there's no mucking about, mate.
All right, mate. Anger bat.
You're gonna get off the stream and your wife's gonna be like, "How was it? All that racist son of a gun." Like, sorry, Binary, it doesn't work like that. I'm just kidding. I'm native. I'm native. And I have never jumped on that stupid train racist crap. Oh my goodness! Just because you got a different color skin, hey man, we all bleed red.
Yep.
But I love joking about it because of it. I got my neighbor, and he's like, it's kind of like in the movies, Chip or Dale from what the heck was it? That was the Love Guru, and the guy, a Hindu fella, he's like, "Hello, you have reached Chip from," he just completely abandoned his accent, his Indian accent, and in his endeavor to sound as white as possible, named himself Chip. And so I got one of those neighbors where he's just like khaki shorts, glasses, and t-shirt button up right to the neck, and so, and he's kind of sensitive that way, like almost like he wants to fight for the social injustice on my behalf, and it's like, no, man, like, I'm good. I don't even think the way that you think that I should be thinking. Like, and I'm the guy with the brown skin, so you need to cool your jets. Okay, see this? It auto aligned. So we're happy.
There you go.
Should have done it that way from the beginning. I was under duress. So everything is auto aligned. That's beautiful. We can actually turn this off and get rid of all of this geometry because the other part fills in for it. So we don't even need to be careful. We can just come along. Oh, what the heck anyways? Cancel it. Oh, goodness gracious. Yep. Let's cut the head off. And we'll hide that one. We'll bring that one back. Yeah. Delete. Good. Come back on. Select it all.
There we go.
We're going to go ahead and align it anyways. Just because I don't like the look of how this almost wanted to. Yeah, I see that tiny little overlap. But we'll see if the feature command won't fix that. I mean, that's a micron. Now we can go ahead, optimize. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and look for the overlap, and we don't see it. Right now, we're still just working with data points with the cloud. We don't see it, so we're going to say yes, and then we're going to mesh the model. And this is where we're going to come in, and we're going to limit the amount of triangles we have to 1,000,000, which is huge. So the lowest amount that you could do on here is just a massive amount of numbers or anything else. Still small hole, we're not going to do that because we do have, oh, sorry, no, we are going to do that. We're going to make it watertight. And we're going to make sure that the part size is down. It's going to remove these little floaters, but we don't want it to have so big where it starts removing pieces inside the hole. So we're going to have a small size there, and we are going to check it out. Meshing data.
Certainly interesting.
And that's the finished. That's the finished STL.
Awesome.
Brilliant.
Yeah, nice.
Exact copy. Very cool. Very cool.
We're going to confirm that. We're going to go ahead and save the scan. Where Rapto keychain. I'm going to call it final scan. Now, scaling ratio, this is where we can change it. So Charlie, like your axe, we can change the scale right here, or we can scale it in after program. Either way, whatever. So we take that, and now we can actually go ahead, open it up, 3D scans. Oh, yeah. Square, final scan. We're going to open it with, let's open it right in, open it in our printing. There we go. We can print it.
Right on.
Ah, brilliant.
You gotta love that texture though, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's about as accurate as you can get. So, keychain on, key ring on.
Fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, that was really interesting to watch.
There you go.
Done and done.
Done and done. Okay, guys. So I think we're going to set up an auction for this. We're going to have the auction running for a week, and this was live laser scanned into a digital format, ready for what was the use of it again for the game?
Oh, so that was just a suggestion, but to go over what I did say, so you could use this as a in-game token that you would find and almost use it as either an exchange token itself or maybe even a currency in-game where you'd be able to purchase an upgrade for a weapon that is also been a physical, digitally scanned asset on the RTM blockchain. And that you could use this token or currency or however you want to see it as, whether it's something that has a value that is worth the upgrade or something that you have to continue to accrue in order to afford the upgrade, but the upgrade is also physical and digital, and you'd be able to add on to the weapon in game, but only once you've actually received the physical item from us that has been scanned in. Once you receive the physical, it'll come with a code or it'll just have an authentication within the blockchain itself. Okay. And so that you could upgrade your weapon in game and in real life same time.
That's awesome.
That was just that was just up top of my head, but that would be pretty cool.
It would be very cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you could literally build your armament on your bedroom wall, on your in your armory, and there's a lot of guys out there with an armory. So build and upgrade your weapon within your armory, but also within your game. And people who are in game and they see that you have these upgrades, know that you actually have this in real life as well. So
Very cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So are we done, Smith? Have you got anything
We're done.
else? We're done, yeah.
no, we're done.
Well, thank you everyone for watching today's RTM update stream and the Smith stream. We have a nice keyring that is now going to be in a game, one of the games, and yeah, it seemed pretty chilled, but it seemed like we had a nice night. I think the next time we have a Smith stream, we're going to work towards structuring it in a more professional way so we can make the most of it as we walk into an asset environment on the RTM blockchain. So it's all exciting stuff. And
I would also say, like, we did pretty good today for time.
yeah,
Yeah, we did.
yeah, definitely.
So
In the box.
Check that,
There you go.
check that out, guys. It's in
Look
the
at
box.
Raptoreum box too. Look at that.
Yeah, that's really
Very
nice. Awesome stuff.
great. Well, thanks again for
Thanks,
you know,
Smith.
and if you guys are on YouTube, go check out the Discord for sure. And do we tell people to like and subscribe and all that good
Right?
stuff?
Yeah, do all that.
Do all
Yeah,
that
like and
stuff.
I mean,
Like and subscribe the YouTube channel to be
Yeah,
kept in
helps the
all up all the updates of Raptoreum and CryptoSmith, and anything to do with what we're building on the asset side of things, and all that good stuff. So
yeah, and it's if you find value in it, then great, we've earned it. But if you find value in the project, then also liking these videos helps all that kind of go forward too. So
Definitely.
absolutely,
do it for you, but do it for the project as well, right? So.
yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks Sherm, thanks Charlie, thanks Smith for coming along, and
course.
thanks to all of the very important Raptors watching the stream.
Thank you all. Yep.
And we'll be back next Sunday for another stream. I think we're all right with Sundays. Yeah, we're all right with carrying on Sundays. Yeah. So we're going to keep doing the Sunday streams, and we're really going to start making the most of it. So look forward to that, and we'll catch you next week. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
See ya.
Yo.